back. We're going to work a little bit on this Come One Call game. It's very similar to the Leave It game, so make sure that you don't work these in the same session when you're practicing your homework. So I'm going to start off. We're a little bit away from each other. He's just out of camera view right beside my phone. Gene, come. Yeah, good boy. Good job. And you notice how I'm holding the treat just like this? So that's going to encourage him to come get the treat and to help have that nice, reliable Come One Call. I'm going to toss the treat away. Oh, yeah. I didn't say leave it. You can have it. Go get it. Gene, come. Good job. Very nice. Then you start moving around. I'm going to try to stay in camera view, but then you start moving around. Toss away. And this is a good way to play it one person, one human game. Gene, come. Yes, good boy. You can also ping pong it between two people. There's a game that I like to play I call it Simon Says. So I call it that because you're going to have two people spaced out in a room, and you're going to take turns calling him back and forth instead of tossing the treat. The only rule is if you didn't call him, but he comes to you, you ignore him and the other person jumps in. If you have more than two people to play the game, it's even more fun. So it's a really good one to play to help really build up that foundation Come One Call. So before you move this to great big distances or outside, the protocol I use is we go into a fenced-in area with a really long leash line. 35 foot is my favorite. And then you play the treat toss game outside on leash. Sometimes you have to up the value of your treat when you're playing this outside because the environment is already more valuable than you are in any case with any dog. So that's why we have our leash to help back us up. And remember, you also have the option, very last resort, if he's not coming to you, even though you're kind of doing like this, you can meet him about a little over halfway, present your treat, and lure him back to where you were when you called him, just like that. Especially outside, that's going to be really helpful for you. Once you get past the on lead in a fenced-in area, you take it off lead in a fenced-in area. But when you do that, you're going to stay very close to him and play your treat toss game. Gene, come. Just like this. Gene. Same way we play it inside. And then as you go, you're going to gradually increase distance. Gene, come. Yes, good job. Another one of these games where you just play it and it seems silly, but you play it so much in little bitty bursts that it's going to really help foundation for when it is real life and you do need him to come to you. He's a very smart boy. He catches on really quickly. So we're super proud of the progress he's made. We're going to leash up here in just a second, and we will make you a third farewell video of leash walking and troubleshooting that leash walking. I'll give you kind of a rundown here before we do that video. We're to the point now where, before we were going 1, 2, 3, treat, 1, 2, 3, treat, 1, 2, 3, treat, just to teach the value in staying close. Now I'm going to show you how to troubleshoot when we pretty much get the idea of staying close, but there are things distracting us and we're pulling towards or we're not walking nicely. I'm going to show you how to troubleshoot that. So we'll be back.